started my life over and have a life I never dared to dream was possible, specifically because of United Way funded agencies. When I met my ex-husband, I was a copy clerk in the Topeka Capital Journal newsroom, and he was a copy editor. When I was 19, we got engaged, and before I was 21, I was married and a homeowner, and there were things that just seemed off. I felt like he had a temper, and he yelled quite a bit, and I was a volunteer crisis counselor, and so much of what the clients were saying rang true for me. Listen, I just set it aside, compartmentalize. But then once the abuse began to escalate, typically after he'd been drinking, and once he got physical, I knew it was definitely an abusive relationship. I almost needed that validation to know, because he controlled everything. I never had money. He kept me from my very local family. He controlled my hair, my clothes, my makeup. I wasn't allowed to go into a dressing room by myself. He would follow me in. He dictated everything. I had few friends. I was completely isolated. He was also cheating on me. In February of 2005, we moved to the DC area. I fantasized every day about leaving. It wasn't something I dreamed about, it was fantasy. And one night, it was February of 2010, it was like a switch had been flipped. For years I'd heard the women I'd counseled previously talk about, they just knew when they had to go, and they weren't kidding, that was very real. My time volunteering meant that I knew exactly what to do when I left. It was in the middle of a blizzard, so the city was completely shut down. Metro wasn't running. The roads were nearly impassable. But I got some help from a neighbor who said I could make my phone calls from her place. She'd heard the screaming for the past couple of years, and so she knew nobody was surprised when I left. So I called some friends, and they came and got me. I escaped. I never looked back. I ended up having to get an emergency protection order when he got physically violent again after I'd left. To choke me. And for the next year or so, we navigated the divorce process, which is pretty lengthy, but I haven't had any contact with him since, and just got remarried. So there is, in fact, life on the other side, and that's why I would implore people to donate to the United Way. And because of those services, I was able to get the counseling I needed to be in a place where I could get remarried. Thanks to volunteering at a United Way funded agency, I actually knew exactly what to take, how to pack, and I'll never stop being grateful. I'll probably never stop donating to the United Way because of all the ways they helped me get my life back. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to give back to the United Way, because I know that my one contribution, will help 3 different areas of health, education, and financial stability. So many women and children, and anyone who's in a domestic violence or intimate partner violence situation, may also need help with housing. They may need help with food. They may need help with health care, child care, and there are all these different United Way funded agencies that can address all those needs. United Way is kind of one-stop shopping. I wouldn't be here today without it, and I've never forgotten that, and it's so important to me to give back. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. If everyone gives just a little, or even gives their time, amazing things happen.